Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. I liked the FNAF movie. Because it really wasn't that bad of a movie. As a FNAF movie, I can understand a lot of the critiques, but as a general, just a movie, it was an enjoyable experience. I've seen it twice and I liked both times. No, I'm not here to just give my opinions on the entire movie. I just want to talk about one critique I've seen, and mostly complaint, that I heavily disagree with. I'm talking about the scene where the animatronics help Abby build a fort. When I first watched this scene, I will say I audibly said, "What is going on?" Because it was confusing at first. But the more you think about it, the more it actually made a ton of sense and was kind of sad in its own way. Now, there are two ways you can look at the scene. One way is that you can look at it as if the animatronics are manipulating Abby. They're luring her into this sense of friendship just to betray her, which I could see. However, no, because they could have killed her so much earlier. They had she was unprotected. There was no reason they couldn't have just killed her right then and there. So I believe that at this moment, they liked her. They just saw her as a kid. They saw her as one of them. Because at the core of these animatronics, they're children. So them being children was perfect. It made sense. It was something we haven't seen before, which I think is why people didn't like it, because it was new. So they expected just these relentless killer animatronics and not children. Literal children trapped inside these animatronics, never getting a childhood. They are now faced with a child who they can play with and actually be friends with. The animatronics really only turn on Abby once Mike sells her soul, basically. Now, obviously, he takes this back, but that doesn't do much. They have motive to kill Abby now. I'm sure to them it isn't really killing, because they're manipulated. So I'm sure to them it's nice what they're doing. They're cementing her as one of them. And that's why I kind of think the whole building a fort scene is a little sad. These kids who have been locked away forever are now given a chance to be children, and they're taking it. They're doing childlike activities, and they're being hated for experiencing childlike wonder. The point is, this scene isn't bad. It isn't cringe. It isn't out of place. It doesn't not make sense. It's fine. It's perfect, if anything. Back to what I said before, this hasn't really been done before. We haven't seen this side of the animatronics. So it's obviously new and different, and that can be a bad thing sometimes, especially in an adaptation of a video game. People are expecting it to be exactly like the video game. However, have you played Five Nights at Freddy's? Did you want 6 hours of that?